programs for corporates. And being in the right spot, like in Hyderabad, you know how much the Telugu industry, the Tollywood, when it comes to the economy, we did not think about innovating in this space. Especially T-Hub, like now I'm so happy T-Hub is doing this. But a lot of potential for sure. When it comes to innovation, we always think about fintech, agri-tech, smart cities, and all these like buzzing words. But now I'm thinking like, yes, this is a great sector, and we haven't touched. Once Amala Kineni Garu, like at an event, she talked about her own institution, which is again catering into this space. They do have an MBA program offering different courses in this sector. Even at that moment also it did not trigger, but I'm so happy that T-Hub is now partnering with MEE and has launched this collaboration. In fact, last weekend, Saturday, I was in New Delhi working with NITI Aayog. As a jury panel, I was kind of hearing to women who applied for Women Transforming India Awards. One of the women from Chennai, Vidya Subramaniam, she pitched her business idea, and again that was another epiphany, like a moment where I learned innovation is happening in multiple sectors. So she talked about her business, which is Vidya Subramaniam Academy, which is teaching music and everything, learning an instrument online. And I felt like she's doing really well, phenomenally well. Her revenues are really good. Again, the thought is like, we always think about, okay, the herd mentality, like learning from reports and people talking about this jargon, like technology, innovation happening in only this place. But innovation is all about the right brain activity, for sure. And I'm sure like this is adding another feather to T-Hub's crown. We are touching this sector too. I'm so happy today to witness this event. Congratulations to MSR and Pratibha once again. Being a right brainer, Shira, yes, for sure. When I say MSR, all the team for sure. So I'm a right brainer, I'm a Piscean too. Saturday I thought like, I'll enroll with the VAS, the academy, and do some singing lessons. Now I'm thinking I should learn some acting too, because I'm very straightforward. So I don't know how to create some drama. So I'll definitely work on that. I'll see if I can enroll in your course also, if time permits, for sure. Thank you so much, Harish. That was all the responsibility. Thank you, Harish.
Thank you so much. So let me stand corrected. The Chief Innovation Officer, right? Now I get it right. So it's been quite some time since I come across somebody who's asking for more drama. There is so drama in the world, right? So we surely don't need any more drama at this point in time. All the very best, and trust me, the more we learn, the more younger we get, right? So thank you so much for being here. Next, I would like to invite on stage the CEO of Task, which has done this amazing task of taking skill to all corners, which is the demand at this point in time. Thank you so much for doing that. While the CEO of NASCOM, a lot of people assume that technology is impersonal, it's fairly mechanical. But yes, the person I'm talking about, Mr. Srikanth Sinha, is the champion of technology for good as a cause. And he has been doing fantastic work in taking technology to the grassroots level. So please put your hands together as I invite on stage Mr. Srikanth Sinha. All yours.
Thanks, Harish, and congratulations, Pratibha, MSR. And MSR, you spoke about cricket. I think, with you as an opener and everyone batting and hitting sixes, for me as the person coming last, I can just manage to just hit 1 or 2 runs and then move out. But seriously, congratulations. I think this was very much needed, right? We talk about all kind of skills. Everyone over here, and ever since I've come to Telangana, I've only heard about one thing, which is the dinner time conversations during the 10th and 11th class, or in fact 9th and 10th classes. How do you become an engineer? After that, when you finish your engineering, how do you go abroad to US? And that's it. So I'm extremely happy to see that today people are talking about creativity, about right brain activity. But I can't claim anything as far as that is concerned. Only thing I did was, when my daughter was shooting her, what do you call it, small film or whatever it is, called Mehfooz, which was during the ill effects of the lockdown. I acted as a camera stand. I'll not call myself as a photographer for it, but as a camera stand. So it was a completely virtually done project, 2.5 minutes film talking about the domestic abuse, during the lockdown that was happening. So that's my only thing as far as cinematography or anything else is concerned. But I think it's very, very important for our people to be expressing what they feel, right? At NASCOM Foundation also, one of the programs that I was duty on multiple times was the Yes Bank, filmmakers thing, which is very, very important. I also, I'll call it flirted with it during my tenure with the Manipal University in Dubai, where we had a full-fledged films department. And often I used to be, because of my interest in documentary films, etc., I used to be called as a jury over there to judge what our students were making for themselves. So it was a very, very unique experience, and I'm sure, whatever you guys are going to bring up over here is going to really change the whole scenario itself. Having said that, I think a couple of years ago, one new phenomena started happening in this industry, and which is crowdsourcing. So it was interesting to see that not only social projects, but also people were crowdsourcing funding for movie projects, etc., which is something very, very unique. So in fact, today, if you look at it, right, NDTV shoots their entire thing on a Samsung Galaxy phone itself. So things are changing. Gone are those days. But is roto-making absolutely out? No. Right? So we need to again look at how technology is changing things, how you can use technology, how innovation can be used. And for me, my heroine today is this young girl from Telangana who has done a marvelous thing. Right? She has tied 2 sticks on one end with a thread. Right? She keeps it on a bucket, and there are 2 utensils or 3 utensils underneath it. She's treated a wedge in between them. And when her parents come back from the farm or the garden with the lemons that they've got, all she does is rolls it down. Where the right size is reached, automatically it's dropped down into those particular vessels. So now when their parents go to sell the lemons in the market, there's a 3 rupees one, 5 rupees one, 7 rupees one, getting them better productivity. That is innovation, right? Innovation doesn't mean technology, innovation doesn't mean, that thing. Yes, disruptive innovation may not be the only thing. Incremental innovation is good enough. Innovation has to be frugal, innovation has to be affordable, innovation has to be accessible, right? And that is probably what you'll be able to bring in with the devices happening today, with the various things that are there today, and actually apply it. So at the end, just would like to end by saying congratulations. I think this is a extremely, extremely good step, getting people as cinepreneurs. So congratulations on that. And probably Pratibha, our discussions are also pending for a very long time. Let's see how we can broad-base it. Yes, we would be tying up with Mike, Yatam and team and announcing the course. I think it's already been announced also. But TASK is working with them on VFX and those kind of programs. Especially with the image tower coming up, I think we need to produce a lot of people who can actually act as manpower for that industry. So our conversation's due, and definitely once again congratulations and thanks for inviting me to be part of this event myself. Congratulations.
Thank you so much, Chief. So let me also muster the temerity to correct Mr. Sinha that the conversation on how to make an engineer out of someone does not start when they are in class 10 and 11. It starts way early. It starts when they are in class 5. So that's the scary part of it. Right. So next I would like to invite, we have another director here, right? So MEE School takes a lot of pride in the fact that we are involving a lot of people who dirty their hands, people who have been there, done that, worked with things, right? Have seen what goes right, what goes wrong, and that's how it works. So next, I would like to invite Mr. Srikanth, director of the web series Inquiry, which is a 10-episode series which is ready to release. So Mr. Srikanth, 2 minutes, all yours.
Hello everyone, good morning. I'm quite tense today to speak, but okay. I'm an IT employee basically. Like anybody else, I'm also passionate about films. I thought of making a web series, started in the year 2017. I'm a married guy and having 2 kids, but still, I used to manage my IT job in the evening. So I used to work on my scripts at 11 o'clock and used to finish it in the morning, 4 o'clock. But the only thing was bothering me is how to produce this film and how to get a producer on board. So I had no network, I don't have team, nobody else. Okay. But I wanted to make this film. The initial hurdle is production. Okay, somehow I managed to get this production from one of my friends, even my family friends also helped me on this. Then later, I don't know how to get a cameraman, I don't know how to get a camera rental or anything, any department of the film, I don't know how to get it. Okay, so I seriously started learning cinematography, I started learning editing, I started learning, all aspects of the filmmaking one by one. Okay, the only problem is, the gap. If I'm trained like Praveen, he is trained some institute, okay. I'm not trained, but I want to make a film. Okay, so why I'm telling my story is, if you are trained or having some kind of this program, it will really help your passion, make your dream successful. Okay, so I felt this kind of progress was not introduced when I'm making my film. But today I have learned few things on myself, do it yourself or DIY. But I always say that programs like this will really help you understand your, what's your gap and how to achieve it. So these programs will really help you. And I wanted to thank Pratibha ma'am for initiating this kind of programs so that we can see a lot of budding letters emerging today. And my series name is Enquiry, Students Gonna Release some OTT. I work so hard and people like Sudhir and all help me a lot. So thank you very much for giving me this opportunity to tell a few words about this program and myself. Thank you.
Right, so, check. Right, so next, he's a good technician. So he turned the mic off before giving it to me. That's so nice. Thank you so much. So next, I would like to invite the VP Ecosystem Innovation of T-Hub. Right, an academic researcher with experience in private equity, new age technology and consulting. He has held senior positions and leadership positions in Qubit AI, Spotlock and TCS. And when I was thinking about what's the relevance to this program, but then I realized he has done his engineering. So anybody who's done an engineering is fantastic when it comes to storytelling. So please put your hands together as I invite on stage Mr. Sriram Iyer to share a few words and share a note of thanks.
Hi, so I'm really thankful for each one of you to be here. And before I actually get into the thanking part, so Harish, there is one more relevance part, actually a couple of them, which I'll reveal. So I was a singer. I have represented my colleges at state level, national level, have won at least 20 awards for singing. Not only that, I was also doing mimicry. So when I was doing my engineering, I'm really thankful to Times of India for giving me some money to do mimicry of actors. Rather, initially when I started my career in Satyam, some of my colleagues, they used to lock their mobiles and take their mobiles away because they were afraid that Sriram 3 दिन में किसी को भी mimic कर सकता है, कहीं मेरी wife को phone लगा के कुछ बोलना दे. So that is how it was, and why when I spoke to Pratibha about it, so there was a deep passion inside always about the art, about singing, about acting and whatnot. But what I also felt is I still remember the earlier days. I was seeing one of the because as I told I liked singing. I was seeing one of the interviews of Kishore Kumar, and in one of the interviews of Kishore Kumar, he was talking about how he helped Rajesh Khanna. So he was telling when Rajesh Khanna initially he just did movie Anand, and he was just looking for next movie, and there were Aradhana and Kati Patang locked in, and he wanted Kishore Kumar to sing for him. And by then Kishore Kumar was the only voice for himself and only a selected few actors. So Kishore Kumar asked him to come and meet Rajesh Khanna. Rajesh Khanna goes to his house, and Kishore Kumar asked me, why you want me to sing for you? Why should I do it for you? And Rajesh Khanna says, sir, my aspiration, my only aspiration is that when I go and when I act, the world is full of problem. People are in some or the other kind of problem, and when they sit in front, when they see me performing, I really want them to forget that there is a problem in their life. And I will see myself a successful actor if I'm able to translate even 5% of what I'm doing today. So that made me really feel that that you become and we saw Rajesh Khanna became the first successful superstar of India. Now when you are an artist, you need to excel your art in the same way that if you're singing, if you're performing, if you're doing anything else, people's sitting in front of you should be really spellbound. And this course really gives you that early opportunity to understand, hey, am I a good director? Am I a good producer? Could I be a good music director? Could I be something? So this is really helping you to do that dipstick right in the beginning, that probably this is the art that I can pick up, and this is something which I can really do. So I'm really happy that the MEE Institute had come up, Pratibha had designed, and we've got such a talented, versatile people. My brother, he works with he advises and works very close with Suhail Khan. So I was talking to Suhail Khan that we are probably launching a program and we might request you that if you can take out time sometime. So I'm really happy that that people in Telangana, not only in Telangana has taken a lead here. TF has taken a lead here along with me. We're doing a Pan India launch, and I really appreciate each one of you for contributing into media so much. Every one of you, the directors who are here, the producers who are here, the people who are doing the script writing, we have been able to make this world a light-hearted place, a better place, an enjoyable place because of media. And there is a lot of opportunity when this blends with entrepreneurship. I'm really thankful to the leadership of Telangana. Jayesh sir, because of some machinery session, he could not come in today. But MSR,